I guess this is Ali Director once again. Just wanted to give you some information that I wanted to share. I had this in my mind this morning. I quite didn't bring it up. So based on multiple conversations with clients, and of course those who are asking me for capital raising, coming from different projects and different backgrounds, I think it's important that I share this information with you because you need to have this, right? So one key component of capital raising, it's really understanding and going through a blueprint of knowing exactly where you are right now to where you want to be. Okay, so once again, it's a blueprint that you have to identify where you are right now to where you want to be. So the most important thing, and I guess this is crucial for anybody who's looking for a coach or mentor to help them in the capital raising side, is to be well positioned, to be prepared, to have your documents in line, to make sure that you're not missing anything. Because what's going to happen is over and over, it's going to become tough as you're going into the market if you're not well, prepared and if you're not positioned. And another component to capital raising, it's really understanding your significance, right? As a business, what do you have that's so different and unique that whenever you're going out there and you're trying to raise your capital, individuals and investors look at that and say, well, this is something that's really unique. I have to consider looking at this project, or I want to talk to this individual and I want to pick their brain, or I want to figure out something that they probably know that I should be aware of, and maybe they can add some value to me as an investor, right? So positioning and unique positioning and value statement is very, very important. Now, another thing is like, and this is probably something that I want to iterate a little bit more, is that when individuals approach me and they say, "Well, Ali, what can you do for me?" and I say, "Look, this is based on what you are as a business, how you hold yourself, what position you're in, and then eventually I say, look, we have to go through a process and procedure to bring you to market. That means we need to coach and consult you on certain elements, and we need to position you so that at least you know exactly where you need to be, and that requires a certain level of steps and systemization." And they say, well, I've been through this before. Some people promised me something and then they never delivered and all that, which is great. Okay, I understand that. People have pain points. People probably go through these type of issues. Of course, you cannot avoid that. It happens. It's just something normal. But here's one thing I will tell you is that, look, if you're asking me for capital raising, I want you to look at my background. I want you to investigate me. I want you to go to LinkedIn, go to YouTube like you're doing now, my website, learn about who I am, what I do. I take my time, I commit. I write book. I'm going to writing my capital raising book right now. I just want to add more value. So if you're not satisfied with what I have to offer, then I suggest that we at least do a day with me, right? Take your time. We do a consulting session with me for a full day, right? And if you're interested in working with me afterwards, then we can talk about a retainer. And that retainer could be deducted based on the consulting day you have with me. And the reason I say this is important is because it's minimizing your risk, right? If I propose something to you, you look at it, we review it together, we analyze your current situation, we know what your business needs, and from that perspective, if you're not satisfied, then I say that's fine, right? But at least you'll have some clear guidance, so a blueprint, at least a map of what you need to do in order to get to that stage. And of course, why else wouldn't you want to work with me after that point, right? It's because I'm the one who's going to be bringing you in front of investors and sitting down with it. So this only applies for people who are looking for at least $10 million or more. So I had recently a lot of individuals approach me. They had those same questions, some coming from references, of course, and that's important because I work with a lot of people coming from references because it's already a warm customer for me. They already know who I am. They know that individual. They trust in them, and I build relationships that way because I work on honing my relationships. I like to work on my relationships to nurture them. So if you have issues with capital raising, if you've been hurt, whatever, like I said in the other videos, like I don't try to deal with people who are looking for saving. I'm not in that business. I'm looking for people who are winners already in their business and they're wanting to win more of what they have. They want to adjust. They want to increase their capacity and capability. And they're looking for a winning team, right? They're looking for investors who can back them, people who can bring more value to them. And that's what we're in position for. This is the capital matchmaking service that we offer. So once again, thank you for listening. This is Ali Tarafter. I'll see you on Saturday. Bye for now.